Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be talking about the Air City Pack Pro, which I've had now for 6 months, and I can tell you this is the single best everyday backpack that I've tried, and I've tried and own a lot of different backpacks. So we're going to get into this. Now, this is not a new release at this point in time. Like I said, I've had it for 6 months. It was relatively newer last year, but now they came out actually with a new Pro line. You'll find other people reviewing it. And I actually think that might be even more of an improvement over this one, although this is a near perfect bag. But I'm going to be telling you all about the pros and cons because there is always room for improvement. And I hope that Air sees this so that, if collectively people have the same opinion, they could, make some changes. But let me first show you the profile of the bag and what it looks like, and then we'll get closer up and into the details. So let's take a look. So apologize for maybe the poor angle, but I wanted to show you the full sort of profile of the bag. Alright guys, so hopefully that gave you a decent look at what it looks like when worn. As you can see, this is a square kind of modular design, which is very popular, and I think actually whether you like this kind of shape or not, it's actually the most functional shape, and this is the way you optimize capacity in a backpack like this. Now, speaking about capacity and why this is such a perfect everyday bag is, like I said, I've tried a whole bunch of different bags, that I take to work, that I just wear around the city. I even, take grocery shopping, things like that, right? Running errands. And I found that this is a 24-liter pack, and the 24 liters is the optimal everyday carry kind of bag. Not 20, not 22, not 26, which is their duffel pack, which I owned in the past. Yeah, I found this to be the perfect size because 20 and 22 is actually getting a little tight, and it's not as versatile for that reason. For example, I can pack this out in the city. We don't really use a car much here in New York City, so I can pack this out full of groceries, and I can't show you that right now, but I've been able to fill a ton in this bag, which again also is not so big that it looks bulky and just not as sleek. Now I have the X-Pac variant. So this uses, I believe it's a VX42 X-Pac, the kind of thicker one, a stronger, more robust one. I do have to verify that, but you can check their website. But X-Pac, the alternative to the X-Pac is obviously their classic 1680D Cordura ballistic nylon, and I think each has its advantages and drawbacks. The X-Pac does, I think, feel and actually is, a little bit more water repellent, even though the, ballistic nylon is plenty water repellent. So, when you're kind of spot cleaning, things like that, it just feels like this can take more of a hit with water. It does feel very ripstop, equally the 1680D ballistic nylon is equally kind of rip resistant, equally durable. The one downside about the X-Pac for me personally is that it does give the bag a crinkly appearance that, I guess, I don't know, I prefer more of a smooth look, so that's the one downside to consider. Now the X-Pac obviously is a bit more expensive. This retails for $235, and then the Cordura version costs $209. So before we dive into inside the bag, let's take a look at a couple things on the outside. Now, really just looking at the the straps and the padding doesn't really tell you exactly how comfortable it's gonna be. But let me tell you, this is the most comfortable bag that I've ever worn. I mean, I'm sure there are others that are equally comfortable, but it just does not get any better. And it all has to do with, I guess it's gonna vary a bit depending on your body type, but it all has to do with, I think, just the placement of the straps, the flexibility of this strap. It doesn't matter to me, you know, how this looks. The most important thing is comfort here, and this has that. Just, you know, a case in point, you know, I tried I bought the Evergoods Panel Loader Classic because I wanted to test a smaller pack. Now, Evergoods is a well-known, you know, company in the carry community, but I found that, man, their you know, strap was nicely padded and foamy, but it wasn't flexible enough that it really molded to your shoulder and back. So it was really uncomfortable, and the pack also felt really tight, and that doesn't have to do with the size of the bag, but rather the strap placement and how fluid everything is. So their Air does a perfect job. You really have to wear it to appreciate it. Now, got a nice, extremely tough top handle. I use all the time. It uses Air's signature kind of seatbelt-like material, which is a perfect. I love this material. Again, so smooth to grab. This actually is padded, so it's got plenty of thickness. It's really cushiony. And you've got AquaGuard zippers all around. The front, one exterior pocket at the front. Actually, there are more at the top. We'll get into the organization. You've got your laptop compartment here, and then the main compartment. There is this carry handle at the back that I have never used, actually. I wish, actually, one more thing. Water bottle pocket that actually stretches here. So I found this to be very functional. I could fit pretty much anything, umbrella, bigger water bottle that I carry, no problem. So that's a great kind of design. I do wish there was a side handle. Now, they got rid of it, I'm sure, to make it look a bit more sleek. Oh, and I almost forgot about the secret pocket because I personally never really use it because I forget that it's there. But look, you can store like your keys or something here. But man, I really gotta use that a lot more. It's just, I love secret pockets. But anyway, there should be a side handle. Really, you know, there's so many situations when you want to grab a bag like this. You know, I don't care if it kind of doesn't look as sleek or whatever, but for the function, you have to have that. You know, in a daily carry bag. For me personally, it's a big deal. The other thing is, this bag, it looks like it would stand up flat, right? Or stand up without any support. And often it does, but it's tilted ever so slightly this direction. So so I would say even most times it actually falls forward this way. That's almost a bit of a design flaw there. Again, hasn't really changed my overall opinion of the bag, which is that it's awesome and my favorite bag ever. But again, you know, it really, why not make it stand up more balanced and straight? Like, maybe there's a reason it was difficult to execute, but I don't see why that shouldn't be possible. All right, so let's get a little bit more into the interior design. All right, guys, here we are. So hopefully this will give you a good enough view. So top down, you know, this is always kind of the most interesting view, in my opinion. First of all, you've got a quick access here. Most airbags have a similar quick access, and sorry, the lining is black, so you could hardly see it, but it's your standard kind of sunglass area. It's got a felt lining on the inside. Anything fragile, I like to put my keys in here just because it's a bit of a shallower pocket, and I don't know, I like to keep my keys separate. You know, I don't like the secret side pocket I showed you as much because you just kind of feel like things could fall out from that kind of place if you accidentally open it, whatever. So right here, you've got a really useful quick access. This is a deeper kind of quick access pocket. It's got this C-shape kind of opening. You can see the X-Pac version has an orange lining, but you could fit a ton in here. Now, I don't have a ton right now, but you could definitely fit a ton of stuff in there. Let me try to adjust this for better lighting. All right, much better. So as I was saying, you know, you could fit a ton of stuff in here because, yeah, I mean, it just can expand very easily. I like to put my kind of noise canceling large headphones here. You can see how much space you've got. For you fragrance fans, a couple decants. I love this kind of zip pocket here. You can store things that are a little more sensitive or things that can get lost, like these sorts of little things. Now, I didn't change anything in the bag. This is what I carried recently. You can get a better look at the X-Pac material after a couple months of use. Definitely holding up, but like I said, the crinkly look might turn some people away, and you might opt for the Cordura version. So there's that quick access pocket. The front, we kind of already saw, not much here, right? It's a shallow area, so, you know, good for things like small papers. That's usually how I use that kind of compartment. All right, before we get into the main compartment, let's first take a look at the tech compartment. So you open it right here. It's, you know, thin, but it actually, again, if you want to, you can organize it such that you can put a ton of stuff in here, actually. So in addition to your laptop or tablet, look at how much space that you can create here. Again, nice organization here. Yeah, so you could actually do a lot with this, which I like. Obviously, it's for flatter items. Now, the main compartment. Okay, so you probably already know this from the website and everything, but this opens all the way into a clamshell or panel loading if you'd like. I barely have anything in here, but like I said, you know, this is deceptively large. Small looking, but you could just pack this out a ton. I just get stuff out of the way. My favorite Yeti bottle. So just real quick, let's look at the organization. Again, these little, I love when the quick access has kind of zips because it really helps you separate, you know, items. This is what I was carrying on the airplane. Another, whoops, is that, yeah, another zip access here. Again, just many places to put more sensitive things. Obviously, this kind of thing, this is sometimes useful, I find. There's your kind of top quick access portion. Barely eats into the space, but that's about it. Just laying it out like that, like, look how large that is. And I will say, I don't have too many bags in this design, but more and more I think manufacturers are doing this. And it actually is useful because when you do pack it out, it's just, you know, no matter how good the design of the bag, it's hard to find certain things. So sometimes you just want to open it all the way and find what you're looking for, or reorganize the bag and do the, you know, those things. So this is actually really useful, but because you don't have to open it all the way if you don't want to. Okay, so one thing, let me just add one or two negatives that could be improved on. The zips are not super smooth, and it's, I think, because of this AquaGuard design, it's just, you know, there is some effort to pull it. That actually, you know, generally is not a good thing, but I actually, you know, many times thought it was a pro because it makes it hard for thieves to
quickly, you know, or like discreetly kind of open your bag up from behind, because once they tug it, you know, they have to tug it pretty hard, so you're gonna feel it. So it's a pretty unintended anti-theft mechanism, which is nice, but just something to be aware of. And the one thing that I don't like, I love this sizable front access pocket, quick access pocket, but the way this is kind of unavoidable probably, but it clashes with the zipper more times than I would like. It actually does interfere a little bit. You can see it kind of like clashes, so you might notice that. So that's about it, guys. Otherwise, really nice bag. Yeah, like I said, if I get my hands on their new Pro line, I think they've improved on a couple things, like the bag being able to stand flat on its own, a side handle, a more sleek look, and all that. So I'll have to compare when I get my hands on that. But for now, this is your best everyday backpack. Try it out. Trust me, I think you'll love it. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next reviews. Bye.